Hello everyone, this is a video about sissification fetish and sissies in general, and although we have completed the 30 fetish video challenge, it's going so well that I'm going to continue the videos about fetishes and other things that you ask me to feature since we have so much traffic and so much interest about them. In this video I'm going to explain to you everything you need to know about sissies and how you can use them to make a lot of money. And also we're going to feature one of my paypigs, the Chastity Project one, specifically Steven. I'm so sure that those of you that you're watching my channel regularly already know him. He's the guy who is locked up in chastity for an entire year. Right now he's on his third month. And the reason why he's mentioned in this video is because besides being locked in chastity, he is also having a sissy fetish and specifically a maid fetish. I'm going to explain what those things are very soon. Let's start from the basics. Sissification refers to the process of a mistress or master altering the appearance and the manners of a biological male in order to make them very feminine. It can be combined with the chastity fetish. In most cases it is, but because we can see as many different types of fetishes as people, I'm always saying never say never. Okay, in most cases sissies are also locked in chastity. A sissy is not the same as a transvestite or a trans male. I say that because I see this misconception over and over that if someone is actually trans, automatically you think that, oh my god, there is a sissy from movies. That's not true. It's not the same as a cross-dresser. A cross-dresser could be a male who enjoys wearing female clothes occasionally and in private, but that doesn't extend to other areas of his life. And also a sissy may be someone that wants to explore and have a feminine side or not expressing his feminine side, but he doesn't necessarily have to be attracted to men. Because sexuality is something very fluid. I want you to understand on this channel that just because someone is a sissy doesn't mean that automatically he wants to have sex with men exclusively. I have met sissies who are actually straight, but they also have this feminine side that they're expressing and they would like to live this way freely. If our world wasn't so transphobic and homophobic and rejecting everything different, they would be able to express themselves more. So usually what happens when you are a mistress, like a new mistress, because my channel refers to them, and you get approached by someone who wants to undergo sissification and feminization training under your guidance. The first thing to do is you have to give them a female name, something that they choose or they like, or something you choose. Since you are their mistress, you are controlling them, you can name them any way you want. I would say you should go by something feminine and elegant, or something that reflects and expresses what you want them to be after you transform them. While the time with you is progressing, you start small and then you build more and more. You're going to give them tasks to do that they alter their appearance. Some tasks are going to be more permanent, like waist training, losing weight, and some are going to be more easy to accomplish, like teaching them makeup skills, teaching them how to wear wigs, altering their mannerisms to be more feminine, and so on. Usually the clothes and the equipment that you're using is very feminine, like stockings, panties, dresses, things like that. And because you don't want someone's cock getting hard and disrupting the whole process and them acting like most men act when they are together with a very beautiful woman, you lock them in chastity so they can't get hard, they can't get distracted, and they become even more susceptible to your training. And if you say, oh my god, this is too cruel, even the straight sissies, especially the straight sissies, they're going to be in permanent chastity and you're not going to have any problem training them. A variation of this fetish is forced feminization. When you have a sub and you enforce all of that on him by yourself or with other dominant females. Of course, by enforcing, I don't mean actually abusing. Okay, BDSM is consensual, so before that you have to know that he's into that fantasy. Forced feminization is the same as a rape fantasy. That's the closest I can find to compare it with. Like in a rape fantasy, a woman gives consent to replay a rape, but she doesn't actually wish to be raped. In forced feminization, you can force a man to wear a dress, wear makeup, do whatever you want to him, but it's not actually against his consent. Okay, there could be safe words, and you have to build trust with each other. Otherwise, it can be traumatic and get out of control easily. So after you have done all that, your sissy has her girly name, and she has her full outfit, makeup and everything on. You're free to play with them as their mistress, and how you're going to train them and actually treat them depends a lot on their other fetishes. This is a fetish that is pretty much a combination of other fetishes as well. For example, if your sissy is into humiliation, into being degraded, into being called a slut, or other like words like that, you can use them. If she's the type that she's a frail girl, she's more feminine, she needs more guidance, she needs more encouragement, you're going to be a more gentle mistress. We don't have a one-way approach for everyone, and if someone needs caring or have an underlying fetish that they need to be more pampered or treated like a baby or a little girl, you're going to include those things. A subtype of all of those fetishes is the sissy maid fetish. If you are watching anime maid cafes, especially Futanari and other anime genders like that, you'll know exactly what I mean. It refers to the sissy being always locked in chastity, wearing a freely made dress, and doing a number of things that a maid should be doing. And that can be from actual domestic tasks, like cleaning, to serving her master or her mistress with sex acts. And in this video, we're going to use Steven as an example. Steven has a sissy maid fetish, and since he's already locked in chastity, that's half the job is done. So he used to serve in real life a master and a mistress, and he would clean their entire house. They would dress him up in his maid uniform. First of all, the mistress would dress him up, and then he would be forced to sexually serve the master. And he had also experienced cleaning for a master and his daughter, that they were both very dominant, and he would have to clean a very, very dirty house for over 10 hours in his panties. I mean, girl panties, you know. And usually one of the other things that they did is after he finished all of that, he would have to lay his head on the master's lap and be used as an ashtray. If all of that sounds too extreme to you, probably you are new and it makes sense that they sound extreme, but these are variations of what a maid could be doing. And by maid, yeah, I mean the entire maid outfit. So Stephen has been a very bad boy this week. He had actually been punished for the first time ever since the project started, but I'm very proud that he has kept his chastity on and he hasn't actually strayed from our project. But I am saying that there are many, many people who have this combination of fetishes, and some sissies want to be maids, some want to be exclusively maids, and some want to alternate between those two. So it greatly depends. You're going to ask your new sissy questions to get to know them. Okay, the question is, how can I make money out of this? First of all, you can be an online mistress for a sissy, guide her through the process of feminization, and get paid by doing it, because it doesn't matter if your sub is a sissy, if they are into blackmail, if they just want to be humiliated about their tiny penis, they still have to tribute. Another very popular thing to do that actually can give you a lot of residual income is to film sessions with your sissies and sell the videos. Those videos are very, very popular. You can just upload them on Pornhub and you're going to make a ton of money. And for the people who are saying, I don't want to be naked, I don't want to do this and that, the mistress doesn't have to be naked, since the process has to do a lot with the sissy herself. The sissy is the star here in those videos. So you can show to people how you command her, how you control her, how you dress her up, how you do everything, and you're going to get hundreds of thousands of views easily. A subtype of the training is videos with hypnosis. But because hypnosis requires NLP and a bunch of other stuff that we haven't analyzed yet, I'm going to make separate videos about that so I can explain to you how to use NLP. NLP is an acronym for Neuro-Linguistic Programming, and we can't just jump to hypnosis without explaining NLP first. But yeah, you can also sell hypnosis videos, and there is a huge market for that. From what I've seen, most of the people on it don't bother to actually make content, and you can make a lot of money. So that's all for today, and if you want me to feature other fetishes, leave them in the comment section. And I'm going to remind you for the millionth time, people who are sending me hate, threats, or abuse my paypigs, they are going to be given exactly zero attention, and they are going to be blocked. Thank you for watching.